Welcome back to Draft House, everyone. I am Joe. Today we'll be doing a 2026 NFL mock draft for the Miami Dolphins. As a reminder, we did one before free agency. Now we're doing it after free agency now that we know what they might need to do for this team. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this type of content. We'll have more mock drafts for every team, as long as some other content before the NFL draft in April. All right, so the Dolphins are on the clock, pick number 11. We mentioned what their team needs are. It's about everything. They've gutted this roster almost completely. So just honestly take best players available at this point and see what you could get is kind of my strategy. I think they're kind of playing for the future, and that would mean possibly quarterback next year. So that's what I would do. So because of that, I'm going to go Spencer Fano, the tackle out of Utah. Moved very well. Yeah, the measurements aren't all the best. Can play him at tackle, can play him at guard. I think that either could be a good situation for him next season. Let's see. Next pickup. I think Peter Woods is technically the highest ranked. I could do that. I could get a wide receiver. Um, I'm gonna go with pick 30. I'm gonna go with Denzel Boston, the wide receiver out of Washington. This is for the the future quarterback. Malik Willis also hasn't been given a lot of tools this year to succeed with, so I don't know how that's gonna go. So yeah, let's get a wide receiver instead of the interior defensive line, and let's go from there. Pick 43. You know what? I'm gonna go D'Angelo Pons here. I really like his athleticism. I like his, while he's small, he kind of competes. You can play him inside, you can play him out. Let's make sure we get a secondary player as well to fill one of those needs at the top. So we got a tackle who can play guard. We got a wide receiver. We got a defensive back. There's still a lot more this team needs, so we're gonna keep on going through it. But yeah, let's go to pick 75. Let's see. Zach Branch would probably be my highest graded player. I don't think they would double down on wide receivers when they just need so much. They've signed a lot of smaller edge rushers. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. So maybe Romeo Height could be in the mix there. Let's go Kamari Ramsey, the safety out of USC. Again, we're gonna need multiples at every position, to be honest. So we'll take him at 75. Next pickup, I think Jalen Farmer is fine. If you do place Fano at tackle, that's fine. If you move him into guard, that's fine. But getting more offensive linemen for this team after the last regime kind of did not like drafting offensive linemen is a good thing. So we're gonna go to pick 90 now. Still a lot of good picks here. I think Garrett Nussmeier's in play at this pick. Again, I think they're probably hoping to take a quarterback, first overall, maybe next season, but we'll see. Let's go Rayshon Benny, the defensive lineman out of Michigan here, and just try to get a bunch of different positions, take a lot of different stabs at this thing, um, and see what we can come out of it. Okay, so Devin Achan is the guy that is still on the team, so we're not taking a running back. Taking the corner, could double down on corner, could go with an edge. Already got the safety there. All right, let's just take Garrett Nussmeier. I don't know if they're actually going to take a quarterback, but I do think that he could actually work out at the next level. If you get him at the end of the third round, he was injured last year. I like what I've seen from him when he is not injured. That is something that I think the um, Dolphins might be able to say, hey, we have Malik Willis, but let's have Garrett Nussmeier as a backup, and if it doesn't work out, we can trade him, or we can still take a quarterback next year. So let's go to the next pick here at pick 130. That might be a little bit of a reach for Mason Rieger. We can go Jack Injuries, the tight end out of Texas. Again, we're going to need multiples at every single position here, so let's just keep on doing it. Next, we'll go Max Llewellyn, the edge out of Iowa. The Dolphins have so many picks. I mean, I know their roster's depleted, but they could really take a bunch of different positions and help this team out in the future. Pick 227. Again, this at this point, you're trying to get different positions, trying to get value, trying to get special teams possibly. So there might be guys that we have good players at that position, but we're going to take them anyway. Let's go to Monty Jackson, the corner out of Alabama, at the first pick there. And then for the last pick, See if there's anyone I really like at this point. Could take. I mean, Devontae Smith's more of an inside corner. Already have D'Angelo Pons. We'll take Lewis Bond. Might have a little bit of a reach there, but a more of a smaller receiver, a little bit different than what Denzel Boston is going to give you. All right, so let's go to the grade for the mock draft. We got a B plus from PFF. Let's go back through the picks now. Spencer Fano, the tackle out of Utah, play tackle. He can play guard. I have him as the highest rated offensive lineman in this draft, so I'm okay with taking him at 11 and moving things around and prioritizing the offensive line. Pick 30, Denzel Boston, the wide receiver from Washington, a bigger bodied guy, goes against kind of the speed they've accumulated there. He's not like he's slow, but he's 6'4". He's not like a blazer. And I think he could be a good fit for this offense moving forward. Cornerback D'Angelo Pons out of Indiana can play inside or out, very competitive, even if he is undersized. Safety Kamari Ramsey out of USC. They need multiple defensive backs in this draft. Guard Jalen Farmer out of Kentucky. Another offensive lineman that could really help revamp this thing if they do want Malik Willis to succeed this year, or if we do get a rookie quarterback next year. Rayshon Benny on the interior defensive line out of Michigan, quarterback Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU. Again, if they want to take a flyer on one, I'm not opposed to it, especially late third round with all the picks they do have. But they might still want one next year. Tight end Jack Andrees out of Texas, Max Llewellyn the edge out of Iowa, cornerback Dumani Jackson out of Alabama, and wide receiver Lewis Bond out of Boston College. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. What was your favorite pick? What was your least favorite pick? Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this type of content because we'll do more as we get to the 2026 NFL draft. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.